Wakili Farah is here. Karibu sana, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you very much, Brian. I hope you're all good also.
We're good.
We look forward for these days because some of us break the law.
Tuesdays are our favorite days, Squeezy.
Exactly, man. So, Wakili, just to jump into it, I want us to talk about defamation. Right? I think where we need to start from, explain what exactly is defamation.
In essence, defamation is the publishing of information that is false, malicious, reckless, that tends to injure a person's reputation in the mind of right-thinking people. So when you're talking of defamation, it's something that is very, 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 and it happens a lot. I feel like also people don't understand and people don't follow it up. Otherwise, I think many people do make comments recklessly. Whether it is media houses, individuals, sometimes even in WhatsApp groups that we have.
WhatsApp. Wait, like this defamation called WhatsApp group?
Yes, if I say Brian is a thief.
Okay.
Mona. And pesa service charge.
Yes. Crazy estate groups.
Yes, I say that he's a thief.
Yeah.
Then he can actually take me to court.
Okay.
As long as, if it is a fact that I can prove, then you can get away with it.
All right.
Because you can use the defense that it is true or it is justified. So sometimes it is safer to say that you want transparency, you want accountability. We haven't received maybe our regular, accounts that we are supposed to. So you can ask in a way that you don't have to say you are a thief.
Yes.
Can also my opinion, since everyone can have an opinion, yes. If I decide to have an opinion that Brian is a thief, and that is let's say Brian is okay. What would we say? Like an opinion?
An opinion about you? What do you have about me?
Yes.
See anything?
Yeah. So let's say I have an opinion of that, and this is a scenario where because I can have an opinion. Yeah. Is that defamation?
Opinion is a defense that can be used. It falls under what we call fair comment. So opinions, what happens with opinions, you can have an opinion about a policy, maybe a government policy. You can say it is foolish. That's an opinion. That is not, there's nothing defamatory about that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, there's nothing defamatory about that.
There's nothing defamatory about that.
So if you're opinionated, it's not termed as defaming.
And when you're looking at something such as the example I've given, but not every, it depends on also how you frame it.
Okay.
And the circumstances.
Okay.
Because defamation is not only me saying that X is a thief, it also can be through innuendo. And in essence, it's how a person presents,
how it comes out, basically.
How it comes out, how someone, on the ground might see it. And I actually, there is an example.
Yes.
There is an example of it was against a media house, and they provided information. They characterized this individual as a sort of a drama queen, a sort of that they provided some facts that were not true.
Yes.
Like alikuwa ameassault and house girl. But in reality, the facts were not necessarily correct, and that he was also arrested.
Do you know, Akili, that's why I tell people to listen to Radio Generation. Home of hard truths. We don't lie. We don't lie.
So they never expressly said those things. But when he went, he said that those words were understood to mean that this is someone who's well known.
Yes.
That he's a criminal, he's violent, and he's someone who's irrational. So when it went to the it went from the High Court until the Court of Appeal.
Yes.
And the court agreed with him, and the main reason, among the reasons, was that it was factually incorrect. The events were factually incorrect.
Okay.
So someone just decided to come up with stories.
The stories were it was altered.
Okay.
It wasn't in the proper sense.
So, Wakili, what I'm getting
the
here.
events that actually happened. So you have a duty to verify the facts.
What I'm getting here.
Yes.
Defamation is basically slander.
Defamation is not slander. It is also libel or libellous.
Okay.
Defamation
So what's the
consists of
difference?
two.
What's the difference?
Libel and slander.
Yes.
Now, libel is usually permanent. But
Okay.
when you talk of slander, it is not it's not permanent. The example for permanent is like these broadcasts for radio, television,
Yes.
and newspapers. But slander is more in a group. Like
okay.
if I abuse you,
So would we say social media is permanent? Yes.
social media is permanent. It's part of broadcast.
Okay, all right. So in a situation where because sikuna freedom of speech, mimi
Yes.
naweza hii Kenya tumeambiwa tunaweza sema chenye tunataka, right? That's our right. Outside there. Let's get that right.
But it
for
has
everyone.
parameters.
Of course. Yes.
You have freedom of expression. We have media freedom, but it is not absolute. It has limitations. Individuals are entitled to dignity. You are entitled to also protection. And because what happens to scenarios where an individual, if you're on the receiving end, your company runs into, financial problem or financial ruin
Yes.
as a result of what you have said. So such scenarios, it really matters. So there must be a balance. And I do think that we are sometimes reckless.
Okay.
We're sometimes very reckless. And with time,
Yes.
the areas, I would say that social media is relatively new. And with time, the law is also developing.
Okay.
So with time, we will probably have developed enough, whether it is legislation or case law, that will be able to address the new emerging areas.
Okay.
Well, I'm telling you, Akili is still here. If you're sitting there wondering what's going on, have you been defamed before? Do you know whether you've been defamed, yes or no? That's what we're coming back to check out. And of course, we're going to be checking the legal and the rights that you have after being defamed. We're still talking about defamation. So if you're seated right there wondering what's going on, let me keep you up to speed. A lot of people experience defamation, but they don't know they've experienced it. Now, I want us to check out the legal and the rights angle of all this. Now, what rights do Kenyans have if someone spreads false information about them publicly?
You can go to court and you can seek an injunctive relief.
Yes.
Which is to stop the further dissemination of that information. And also you can seek damages. And when I talk of injunctive relief,
yes,
usually it is to try and stop and reduce the damage, because your conduct when you do that is also very relevant to the person who made the false allegations.
Yes.
So whenever you write something, ensure that it is factually correct. So what would I tell you and the listeners? If you do not have the facts,
wachana nayo.
You don't need to
keep your opinion to yourself.
You don't need to. No, opinion is different.
Yes.
Opinions do fall under fair comment.
Yeah.
So, but people also have to look at context.
Of your nini.
And
so,
also because opinion is just the example I gave.
Yes.
I can say something is a policy or a recommendation is foolish. That is not defamatory.
That's just okay. So in a situation where you have a bad review of a business, and in Peleka social media I've said all I want to say about this business, is that defamation? Can this business take me to court?
It can be defamation.
Like I saw one, by the way. just to cut you short,
Yes.
with the biscuit company. I think that case ended really badly. Because now the biscuit company started calling the lady's family to threaten the lady. Now when it gets there, does the biscuit company go and claim that the lady defamed, or does the lady claim that now the biscuit company
Hao ndio wako na makosa.
hao ndio kono makosa?
If whatever she said was factually correct,
Yeah.
It was factually correct.
if it is factually correct, then there is no claim for defamation.
Yeah, I can actually say it on air because it's in the public domain.
Yes.
The biscuits have become smaller in the pack. The Novita biscuits.
So yeah, with her opinion, she decided.
She decided to go there and say, wait, but
From
the same 10 bob I'm buying these biscuits for, I'm not getting the same value as a
Yeah.
customer.
yeah.
I think I'm going to stop buying your biscuits. But now for the company, they were saying, we added one more biscuit and made the size
Mbona mna
smaller.
jam? Yeah.
No, that can never be defamation. And the fact that they threatened her
Yes.
means that she should also make a a police report, because I don't know the extent of the threat, but I'm sure when she goes there, they'll be able to guide her. And also, it's very good in case anything comes up later on
Yes,
as a result of the threat.
yes.
Then there is a link.
In terms of social media,
But that is in fact, that's a fact. It is true.
yes, that the biscuits are smaller.
If it is smaller, it
Na
is
kila
smaller.
mtu,
You
yeah.
can't change it. You can't change that. It's the reality.
It's true.
It's the reality.
It's just how
So,
it is.
You know, all of us were
Yeah.
seeing it, but no one spoke about it.
Yeah.
But it's a fact that the biscuits are smaller. But now let's look at it like this. The company was claiming that she took a branding tool that was used by the company against them. They were suing on that basis.
What was the branding tool?
The branding tool was, let's make it smaller but add one more.
Okay. But
But
see,
at the end of the day, it was the size smaller.
Very
Yes.
small.
So, I mean, I find that if the fact, because I haven't seen all the facts,
Yeah.
Yes.
and also the claim from the company,
Yes.
and if it's a fact, it's a fact.
If it's a fact, it's a fact.
You can't,
you can't
change
change
that.
it.
So, Wakili, I have questions.
Yes,
A lot.
yes, ask.
Evidence to win a defamation case. What kind of evidence do I need?
When we are talking about evidence in terms of defamation case, it depends also on who it is. And you find, like, for public officers or public individuals, the threshold is is slightly higher, because you want them to be accountable, and you want them to be transparent. You also want media to play its role as a watchdog. The media is also supposed to disseminate information, so you don't want to gag them. So for politicians and senior officials, you will find that the threshold is much higher, because they're supposed to be held accountable to the public.
Yes.
For individuals, it is less,
Yes.
because they have to demonstrate that those words were defamatory.
Yes.
You must show that it referred to me, it defamed me, it injured my reputation.
Defamation. Is it civil? Is it criminal?
It is civil.
So there's nothing criminal about, you cannot be jailed for saying something about someone.
You have raised something very important that people confuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a distinction between defamation and hate speech.
Uh-huh.
You see,
Okay.
hate speech is very different from defamation.
Yes.
Hate speech is usually targeted in terms of groups,
Communities.
communities who have same, who are racially the same, or ethnically, I would say ethnically, and you've targeted a particular ethnic group. So hate speech is very distinct from, and it's mostly, you'll find it's intended to cause violence, hatred against a certain group or class of people.
So that's criminal.
Group of people, not even specifically.
Yes.
And class. When we talk of class, I can say journalists are thieves. That is not defamation also. It can't be. And it's not. So you can't defame also when you come back to defamation. You can't defame a class of people.
Hold on, Wakili. Hold on. You want to tell me I can't wake up in the morning and say politicians are thieves?
No, you can say. If you say politicians are thieves, that is okay. That is not defamatory.
What is that?
And
It is an
because
opinion.
No, the issue about it's and you have said they're thieves, but the difference comes in it must refer to a person, a specific
Or
person.
not a group of
You
people.
see, because among the issues that the court will look at is, does it refer to you, to this specific individual? So you cannot defame an, a profession.
Yes.
You cannot defame a dead person.
Yes. Oh, even that.
You can't defame a dead person.
Hold on. No.
You are dead. It doesn't matter. It doesn't count.
Wakili, we need to go slowly. I cannot defame someone who's left this earth.
Yes, you can't defame.
I can't go and say Chris Murungaru made our times bad. That guy was a horrible guy.
You can't
No,
defame.
because sasa simse shakufa. It doesn't matter.
So there's no case.
Look at it even in terms of remedy. Who are you going to pay? Who are you going to apologize to?
Because in a
Utaenda graveyard useme pole.
A
Because
family.
in a-
The family does not have the right to come and go legal with me if I say such a thing.
On what grounds? I would like to see on what grounds. If I say you are a thief and you are dead.
doesn't matter what the family thinks.
Oh.
What?
Well, I'm about to say a lot of stuff.
Akili just opened a gateway for Brian.
Oh my-
Akona.
I have a lot to say. A lot to say.
So in a defamation case, when I go to apologize to this person I have wronged, then the case is done. Because take me through that process where now I feel like sawa niko na makosa, I want to apologize.
And apology also depends on when the apology happened. You can apologize and the person decides not to even pursue the case further. But you can also apologize,
Yeah.
but already there is some injury to the person's reputation. So when assessing damages,
Yeah.
of course that is something that will be considered because your conduct.
Yeah.
There are those who will tell you go to hell, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's on you. Yeah.
And of course that is going to also be taken into account. So you can always say it was never intentional.
Yeah.
And that can be considered. But there are areas where also you can say things that would be considered defamation.
Yes.
And not be prosecuted. And this is, we have in Parliament, the parliamentarians have parliamentary privilege.
Yes.
That is why you can see sometimes they say things.
Very.
And also in judicial proceedings, you find there are scenarios where you can defame, but it is not an issue. Also, I would say, Brian, you can't defame your wife. No.
No.
So that's a scenario, husband and wife.
Yes.
There's, there's no, when you're together,
Hold on.
there's no defamation.
Wakili leo umepanda SGR. Leo, I want to ask a proper question.
Yes.
So, family issues. Like remember the Kirema case. Right? When one sibling claims the other sibling is stealing,
Yeah.
right? And there is no evidence of that other sibling stealing. Then this other sibling goes to court and says, I'm being defamed, being told that I'm locking up my father and stealing from him. Is that base of defamation?
There are a lot of factors that will be considered. The court will look more into the facts. And when that information was said, of course it was communicated in a public arena.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
Yes.
So that may raise, and it will be analyzed and determined by the court. So I don't know, and I'm not very... Was there any party that went for defamation?
Oh, yes. It is quite funny because that case ended very funny. Because some of those...
communication, look at communication between you and your
Yes.
wife. you and your spouse, you
Yes.
and your wife,
Yes.
and that cannot be defamatory. Because defamation, there must be like
An
a
audience.
third party.
An audience.
There must be an injury to the reputation.
Yes.
Yes.
So when you're communicating directly with your wife, that is not
Defamation.
that is not defamation.
Mkikosana hakuna defamation.
Hakuna defamation. Lakini
Yes.
usiende ati kwa social media,
Uende
that's
useme-
very different.
Oh,
Because
okay.
now you have
Oh.
gone to the public arena.
So if I go on social media and type, my wife is a
this.
cheating scumbag, that is
That's
defamation.
defamation.
You have injured her reputation, and you have disseminated it to a bigger audience. So
So Akili, what's the difference? Free
because
speech.
look at it. Oh, you're worried about free speech. I can see.
Free speech and
I can
protecting
see.
people's reputations, bana.
I can see, maybe because I've looked at that side, but there's also a balance.
Yes.
And the way I told you, media houses have also duties and obligations.
Yes.
Yes.
The constitution itself provides for media freedom.
Yes.
Within the context of media freedom,
Yes.
you must stick to, I'm sure you guys have a
The
code
co-
of ethics
Yes.
Yes, we do.
from the Media Council.
Yes.
So those are also some of the guidelines that you can use if you have any concerns. But also the courts, they do take into account that their determinations should not muzzle the media, because they know that the media has a role to play
Yes.
in the society. They don't want to be a hindrance
Yeah.
whereby they make reporting and discussions on corruption, discussion on governance to be matters that are not discussed. You find, and Brian is saying I'm using his name, so I'll say Rania this time. Rania decides she's not talking politics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now there is nothing. So politics, governance issues, corruption is different.
Yes.
But they should be opinions.
On
When you
it.
start talking about facts, and they're facts that are reckless, and some of them can actually be malicious, then you are going towards defamation.
Defamation.
So do not injure, because injury to somebody's reputation, I'm sure you would also not like the same. But of course, you also have a responsibility
Yes.
to the society to disseminate
So you just need to
information,
find
to
that
report,
balance.
and act as a watchdog. So let that not necessarily be a deterrent, because they try and strike a balance,
Yeah.
although it is a thin line. And I have also noticed that when courts are also awarding damages against media,
Yeah.
they do consider that, so that it is not as excessive. And I want to mention something about the issue of damages.
Yeah.
Damages in defamation does not necessarily reinstate your reputation as such. The money that you get is more of a consolation, and the person who has been defamed is seeking to sort of vindicate
Yeah.
himself in terms of facts that were false, facts that were reckless.
Yes.
So they do come, and that always helps. And among that's why even defamation does have defenses. And of course, I mentioned one, indirectly privileged communications,
Yeah.
and you have truth as a defense. You have fair comment, which falls mostly under public interest. So there are numerous ways in which someone can defend himself
Yeah.
against claims of defamation.
Yes.
Yes, but if you cannot verify your facts in court, and you find it is something that can injure somebody's reputation, avoid. And this happens a lot, and sometimes you don't even really have to, Brian, say and some of these things. There are alternative words you can use.
Yes.
You can ask for accountability.
Yes.
You can ask for transparency. You can point out a fact that certain conduct is not proper conduct.
Yeah.
But the way sometimes we go about it is what is wrong. And as you also have mentioned, sometimes there's confusion between also hate speech and defamation.
Defamation.
So distinguish between that. Hate speech has criminal consequences.
Yeah.
But for defamation, it's
Civil.
mainly civil. Yes.
Well, Wakili, it's always a pleasure having you here, because now, me, I'm blown away. As your parting shot, do you think Kenyan laws on defamation are strong enough? Are they strict?
I would say they are not very strict. I would also say that it is developing. When we have new inventions, new creations, society is changing. So it's going to change. The thresholds might even vary with time. So it is going to evolve and change. The law is always evolving because society changes, new scenarios arise.
Yeah.
That's why we have the law is set and the court interprets it. And it interprets it based on specific facts.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, man, it's always a pleasure having you in studio, Wakili. And I've just realized you've defamed me before.
What did I tell you?
I've just realized you have defamed me before. And Wakili, it's always a pleasure having you in studio. I think we should add this time.
Yeah.
Because
I feel like it's too short at this point.
It's too short at this point. And of course, if you want to get your legal advice, where can they find you, Wakili?
Well, they can find me at Jamah and Company Advocates, Koinange Street. I offer legal services. If you feel you have been defamed, if you need advice, opinions, and whether it is individuals, we are able to guide you.
Yeah.
There we go. Telling you, doesn't get better than this. Legal Tuesdays, of course, with Wakili Farah Jamah, Advocate of the High Court. Tukutane tena next week on Tuesday with Wakili.